Hey everybody, this is Freddy with LeviathanScuba.com. You ever wonder how we rate products? And what the heck is the BA scale anyway? We'll get to that in just a minute. You know, we want to improve the dive industry. I understand that that's a big, giant claim for some little company out there, but it's in my heart. It's something we want to do, and I believe it's possible. You know, one of the things that we found is that there wasn't a consistency really with the rating of products out there. So we wanted to try to improve that and bring a better way, perhaps, to you. The opportunity to check something out. What I mean by that is, you know, every site that makes a product that you have available to your research, they're going to rate that product high because they make it. They're not going to say it sucks in some area. They're going to say it's great. So how can you trust that? The other thing that I notice is a lot of the reviews online just give you the information that you could get off the package, right? This is a mask. It's made out of silicone. It has a glass lens. It's tempered. It's going to fit you. You're going to love it. You could read that on the package, okay? But what about people that actually use the product or give you information based on experience and things like that, and maybe even the combined information from a lot of other people that use the product? So that's kind of what I feel like we bring to the table that's a little bit more unique, say, okay? Not just the same old research. We're going to tell you our opinion. Now, we want to give you the information that a consumer hopes to get when they use a product before you have to spend your hard-earned money on it, right? Because after you bought it and found out that it sucks, that's too late, right? Is it worth the money? Did we like it? What were some of the benefits that perhaps weren't on the packaging of using this product? Was it user-friendly? Was it easy to use? Was it hard to use? What were the problems with it? And sometimes we even compare it to other things that are on the market, especially if those other products are well known, right? So I want you to kind of consider, what if a personal friend used a product and then told you about it? That's kind of how we approach it. If you were my best friend, I'm not going to candy coat or sugarcoat anything or try to sell you a product. I'm going to say, hey, I use this mask or I use this product and, you know, I thought it sucked because this, or I thought it was awesome because of this, or somewhere in between before you spend your money on it. And you know what? We're not afraid to piss off a manufacturer in telling you the good, the bad, the ugly about a product, because we're not sponsored by those manufacturers and we don't take money from those manufacturers. So we're going to tell you just like it is. And honestly, I believe that this does a service for the manufacturer as well. And I hope they're watching this. How does it do a service for the manufacturer? Gee, if it's good, it's going to help sell their product. But what if it's bad? We're a great quality control organization and we're free for them. If we say, you know, this product is really good, blah, 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 but it was deficient in this particular area, that's an area for the manufacturer to improve the product. They get our professional opinion on how to make their product better. And frankly, they're either going to make the product better and improve it, or they're not going to care. They're going to keep selling it the way it is, and hopefully you won't buy it if it's a bad product that we rated poorly. Therefore, it either goes away or they improve it. And that's how I think we can improve the industry a little bit better. So, why me? Why Freddy? How can I be the deciding factor for some of these things? You know, I'm not really the deciding factor. I'm just one of them, right? But I do have some qualifications that I think you can respect our opinion. And here's some of them, right? I own a dive shop. That dive shop, I have 17 different employees that are either dive master or all the way up to instructor. Some of them have been diving forever. Matter of fact, I think John probably taught Moses how to scuba dive, right? He's been diving forever. I have many of these employees that have been with our shop for 17, 18, 19 years, and they're older guys, they've been diving a long time, they understand old school, they understand new technology. I also have a lot of youth, a lot of younger people. And we hire people that are divers. Maybe not our accountant, but we're all divers. Even the gal behind the cash register at the dive shop, she dives, right? So they understand the needs of a diver. And when I throw gear at people, I say, try this out. Give me your opinion. It's not just Freddy's opinion, it's their opinion. And sometimes when we're on trips, total strangers on the boat I meet, I go, hey, would you be willing to try this piece of gear on this trip for a little bit and then give me your opinion? You bet. People love to share their opinion. And they might not be a professional, and some of them are. I've had celebrities in the dive world that I've said, hey, check this out. I want you to try it. And then give me your opinion. Tell me what you think. Okay? I also consider that I have a high degree of passion. If you knew me personally, you would know I'm in the perfect world for what I have loved since I was a kid. I've been diving since 1971. I was, at the time, the youngest certified scuba diver in the state of California when I was 11 years old. They didn't even have a kids program back then. They said if he can pass it, he can be certified, and I did, right along with the adults. So I've been diving my whole life. I was search and rescue in the Navy, and I was used to the highest quality equipment. The Navy didn't care about budget. They bought you the best kind of equipment, and I got used to that, right? I love our sport. I love diving so much, and I love quality of equipment, so that's part of it. I am very critical of products as well. The flaws are glaring, and a flaw when you're scuba diving could have implications dealing with, your life, right? It is life support equipment after all, much of it. So if it's not a quality product, or it doesn't do what it says, or there's something wrong with it, I want to expose it just as quickly as possible. They should perform as expected and as advertised. And honestly, I believe junk is a waste of money. When I was a little boy, my dad said, if you buy the best, you'll never be disappointed. I believe in that statement. If you buy the best, you're never going to be disappointed. So, I also believe that using quality can make a difference. Here's an example. A lot of dive shops, they buy the cheapest rental gear they can get. They're trying to make money on the rental. I get it, me too. But they buy the cheapest wetsuit, shorty for the pool, they can get. And my experience, the chlorine would eat them up in a year. I buy the most expensive, highest quality wetsuit I can buy for the swimming pool. And I get 3, 4, maybe even 5 years sometimes out of that wetsuit. Yes, it costs me up front more, but I think I get the value of it in the long run. Now, wouldn't I want that for my own personal equipment? Wouldn't you want that for your own personal equipment? Buy something you don't have to mess with, you don't have to think about. It's going to work for you just the way you want it to and just the way you expected when you bought it. Okay? If I expose the poor quality products, that's a service. I do it before you pay money for it, right? The scenario is you order online, you buy this piece of gear, you get it, and guess what? It's junk. Now you're stuck with it. And now you have to buy another one. Forget all that. Let's help you avoid that right up front, okay? I do care about the experience also that people have. And what I mean by that, I want you to love scuba diving and snorkeling. I want you to love it. I don't want anything to interfere with it. And if I can remove some of those obstacles, then I feel like I'm doing you a service. It's hard enough to learn how to scuba dive. And sometimes you're overcoming fears and things like that. If you have to think about your mask fogging up, leaking all the time, you're going to hate it. It's going to drive you crazy. But if you don't even think about your mask at all you're thinking about is that beautiful fish or that beautiful coral or something like that, then you're enjoying the experience so much more. And that's exactly what I want for you. I want everybody to dive. My passion, honestly, one of the things I love to do is take those people that say, I can't do it. And I help them do it. And when the light goes on and they're like, I love this, Oh, I feel great about that. That's one of my passions. That's one of the things I love to do. Well, we can do it for you at home, even if you're on the other side of the world, just by helping you get better gear or better tips and tricks or how to do this and have some experience behind it. And once you trust us, then it'll help. Okay? I want to say something too, because there's trolls, internet trolls out there that leave really bad comments down below. They're negative. They're not making anything better for anybody. They're just being mean. And I'm going to make a statement right here that is true. I have never taken 1 penny from a manufacturer to do our reviews. Yes, we've done awesome reviews that are going to help them sell products. Occasionally, they'll send us a product to do a review, but the first thing I tell them is, guess what? I'm going to be honest about this. And we give them the opportunity that if we rate it low, a 5 or lower, then they have an opportunity to give us their comments on the product. Maybe they're improving it. Maybe they already know about that problem. Right? Things like that. But I've never taken a single penny from any manufacturer to do any of our reviews. We tell the truth about the product, good, bad, and ugly. And we do it to earn your trust. Once you trust us, then you're going to trust our review. And maybe you won't buy a product because we say it's bad. Maybe you will buy a product that we say it's good. But we hope to earn that trust, never violate it, keep it honest so you really can believe in our rating system. Okay? Now, for 7 years so far at the filming of this, we've never sold products. The people in my dive shop, they don't even know I did reviews online. And we never sent people online to the dive shop to purchase products, right? We did it because we wanted the integrity there. We thought, gee, if we sold something, yet we gave it a good rating, it might coerce you into buying a product from us like that. Well, I wanted you to trust my motive, so I always had a little bit of conflict with that. But you know, everybody else is selling the products out there. And so we are now as well. I hope you can still trust us, even though we sell things. Honestly, I believe if, you can tell, you have a BS detector in your head. You know if we're being honest or not. And to be truthful, even some of our worst rated products, if we carry it on our store because the manufacturer makes us carry like a full line of their products, we'll link the review to that product that basically says, don't buy this. And that's still okay. If you don't buy it, guess what? You're still going to buy something that's good, right? So I think if you watch more of our reviews, you can tell our character, you can tell that we're telling the truth about our product, and we can still sell products. Who better to buy from than somebody you can actually trust? That's the way we feel about it. So LeviathanScuba.com does sell products, and that's one of the reasons we review products so you'll know what not to buy and what to buy. Okay? Now, another thing is, we're divers. We're damn good divers. We dive a lot. I dive an average of maybe 200 dives a year, sometimes 250, sometimes a little less, depending on the year. I'm not a CEO in some high-rise office somewhere trying to run an internet company, right? An online store. We're boots on the ground divers, or should I say maybe we're fins in the water divers, right? And we know dive gear. We use it all the time. Our staff, they're all divers, right? And we also use a lot of other people's opinions that are divers as well, whether they're new divers or whether they're not, right? I often tease people and say I really don't own dive gear because there's so much gear out there to review. It's like I take a different set of fins with me, or a different dive computer with me, or a different mask with me, or something on all the trips, and they're like, what fins do you use? Well, I can give you my opinion of what I think are my favorite. However, I really don't own fins right now, and usually when I'm finished, I'll give them to somebody that I think it might bless them in some way. So I want to mention a little bit the categories that we actually use to rate gear. We tried to create relevant categories on information that we thought you'd want to know. Some might be a little scientific, some might not be so scientific, like the very first one. We call it the cool factor. Right? That's not very scientific. It's the cool factor. So what is the cool factor? it's like your first impression. You see the product, you know, under the glass, or you see it on the shelf, or somebody sees it in your dive bag. Is it something you can be proud of? Is it cool? Does it look cool? Sometimes that stuff makes a difference, right? Ladies, you'll understand that a wetsuit that makes you look bad, you're not going to wear. And guys, we can be attracted to this really awesome looking tech gadget or something like that for scuba diving just because it's cool, right? So it's kind of the first impression. Would you be proud? Is it unique, or is it just good looking but it's junk, right? Like putting lipstick on a pig, right? It might just be. So that's a cool factor. The next one is the features. Okay, features are the things that are unique to this item, or might even be similar to other types of items in the industry. Like a mask, a feature is going to be, is it a silicone strap? Is it a fabric strap? Is it a glass lens, an acrylic lens, a mirrored lens, tempered glass? Is it silicone, rubber, etc., right? Those are the features. Usually you can read those things on the package. The website's going to tell you about the features. This does this for you, and this is how it does it, okay? A lot of reviewers, that's all they do. They open the package in front of you and they go, oh, look, it has a strap. And gee, it's silicone. And it's an acrylic lens. And blah. We do give you that as a small, tiny piece, but really we want to get into the next part of that, which is what we call function. Okay, function is actually how is it used, right? The information I give you to say, I used this product, and this is what I found. This feature is awesome, and it really worked. This feature sucked, and it didn't work. Something like that. Okay, so was it simple? Was it user-friendly? Did it perform well? And honestly, I love sometimes when you get the surprises. You know, like when I reviewed a dive computer, and at first, one of the features, it doesn't have an audible alarm, but it has a vibration alarm. When I started using it, I found, wow, I love that feature. So I could share that with people because I'm hard of hearing, right? So that's the function, right? Next, the quality. Now, quality is usually the materials that it's built out of, maybe the assembly of it, the stitching, the consistency, things like that. So the quality of an item, is something made out of plastic better or metal better for this particular use? Is the screen that they chose, the material for the scratch protector, is it good, is it not good? Different things like that. So we talk about, and sometimes the assembly. If a wetsuit had glue smeared by the stitching, that wouldn't be good quality, even though it might hold good, okay? Things like that. After that, we talk about durability. How long does a product last, or how does it last with the intended use, right? Sometimes this is a challenge because we might be reviewing a brand new product that came out. Obviously, we haven't used it for a year. You know, we might be able to tell you that we think the durability is going to be good because we're familiar with the manufacturer and the way they manufacture things and their past products and things like that. But honestly, we can't give all of our videos a durability rating until after we've used it for a period of time. So quite often you'll see our first review and we'll tell you, we're not doing a durability rating on this because it's brand new. It just came out. We just received it in the mail. It's only been out a week. But we'll do a follow-up in a year after we've used the product for a year. Okay, so that's the durability issue. And sometimes we can't give that to you. Okay, but we're honest about it and we tell you. The next part of our rating system is value. Now, you might think value means price. But really, you can have something super expensive and it sucks. That's a terrible value. You might have something expensive, but it brings a lot more features to you than another product in the same category. That's a great value. Likewise, you can have something super, super cheap and it's junk and it's not a value at all because you're going to replace it. Or you might have something that's very affordable and it might have some pretty good use out of it and we're very surprised by it. Then the value is sky high. So we do assign a value in all of our ratings, okay? Next, we do a summary and the BA rating, which is the overall final numbers. And that is, sometimes it includes improvements that we might make to that product. We'll make suggestions to the manufacturer, hoping that they're watching the videos, right? And we bring out the pros and the cons, so we can kind of give you the final highlight of what we think about this product, good and bad, and just be as honest as possible, okay? So next, let's talk a little bit about the BA rating. This is the score that we give a product. It's the final score. And yes, it does stand for what you think it stands for. BA stands for badass, right? That's the overall goal of any product out there. It would be the highest score possible. But starting with the lowest score possible in our scale, we have a number 1. The title is Don't Even Think About It. This is usually something that I say, stop watching the video and don't even think about this product. Don't spend your money on it. If you buy this, you're going to make a mistake. That's my opinion, okay? The next rating is the number 2, and number 2 stands for what? Crap. This is crap, right? It might work, but you're not going to like it, in our opinion. Don't buy this. It's going to be a waste of your money. Next is number 3, and that is better than crap, but I still wouldn't buy it. That's our advice. Number 4 is dubious. Okay, it'll work. It might be fine for a limited use. Somebody that's super budget doesn't care if it's going to be a product in the dive bag. It's going to last them a long time. It's not going to give you the best function or the best features out there for products in a similar category. Okay, that's dubious. Number 5 is it'll do. Kind of a similar thing. Why spend the big money on a product when you're not going to dive that much? Might be your only trip for a long time, or maybe you don't dive that much or snorkel that much. It's going to do. It'll work for limited use. Number 6 is decent. It's a decent product. Quality is as expected. It's going to work fine. It does what it says it's going to do, and you'll get a decent use out of it for the money that it cost. Okay? Next is respectable. We're climbing up the ladder here. This is above average. You can enjoy using this product. It works fine. It's a decent price for what you get. No defects, no obvious challenges. Still might not be in the highest category or the highest quality rating or something like that, but it's not a bad product and it's going to be a fair price. Okay? Number 8, good choice. You're going to enjoy using this product, right? The manufacturer did a good job. They thought about it when they engineered it. Compared to other products in the category, this one's going to be, kind of on the upper echelon. It's going to be right in there with the really good stuff. So, you can be proud to own it. It's going to work good for you. You're not going to be super disappointed in it ever. We think it's a good choice. Next, number 9 is no question. This is, don't even think about it, but on the other end of the scale. Go ahead, great product, spend the money, you're going to enjoy it, it's going to give you great use. We believe, as far as the products go, this is on the upper end of the products. Okay? And number 10, the whole category out there, the final, the best of the best is badass. This is the one. This is a great product. In our opinion, it's the highest in its class. Buy it. You're not going to be disappointed. All the categories are going to be pretty good on this one. It's going to last you a long time. Good quality materials. We used it. We love the product. Okay? Buy it. You won't be disappointed. So, our goal in all of this really is to do what? To sell products? No, not really. Like I mentioned, to this date, we've never sold one. But now we're starting to, and our goal really is to help you. Our goal is to help you buy good quality products, spend your hard-earned money, learn to trust that what we say is going to work for you, and our intention is that you stay diving. You don't get disappointed in the products that are out there, and you just enjoy the sport and you're out there doing it more. I hope you find us on a trip somewhere. Don't be afraid to come say hi. I hope you've enjoyed the video and that it actually helps. Check out LeviathanScuba.com. Make it a great day. You know why we do this? We do this to help you.
And if this has helped in some way, would you consider helping us and give us a like below? And if you know somebody who might benefit from these videos, please share it with them. And if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. That way you'll know when the next one comes out. Make it a great day.